Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome! Today we're tackling large language models.
LLMs.
Right, LLMs.
They're everywhere now.
Seriously, AI chatbots are taking over the world.
AI writers, too.
And don't forget about those systems that analyze legal documents.
Like instantly. It's
Oh, it's not
incredible.
straight out of science fiction.
Well, it kind of is, but it's real.
Exactly. And we're diving deep into this stuff with Grokking LLMs.
Such a good book.
It really breaks down everything about LLMs
From the basics
to the really complex stuff.
yeah, like all the technical details.
So by the end of this deep dive,
You'll be an LLM pro.
well, maybe not a pro, but you'll definitely understand the basics.
And you'll see how LLMs can change the world.
Totally. They're already impacting things like healthcare and law.
Oh, yeah, and we'll definitely talk about those.
But first things first.
What exactly is an LLM?
Right. Let's start there.
So basically,
In simple terms.
an LLM is a type of AI that's really good at understanding and using human language.
It's like teaching a computer to talk like a person.
Exactly. But it's more than just mimicking.
It's like they actually get what we're saying.
Right. They learn the nuances of language
Yeah.
by training them on huge amounts of text data.
So like feeding a computer every book ever written?
Pretty much. They analyze all that data and figure out how words relate to each other.
That's insane.
It is. But that's how they learn to write poems, translate languages, and even answer questions in a human-like way.
Makes those old chatbots look like toys, huh?
Oh, yeah. Remember those? So clunky.
Totally. But LLMs are so much better now.
Thanks to the transformer architecture.
Ooh, that sounds complicated.
It is a bit technical, but basically it allows LLMs to focus on different parts of a sentence at the same time.
Like multitasking for AI.
Exactly. And that's what makes them so good at understanding the context of language.
So instead of reading one word at a
They
time...
grasp the whole sentence at once.
Whoa.
It's a game changer for generating more complex and nuanced text.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this is such a big deal.
It is. It opens up so many possibilities.
But let's zoom in a little.
Like look under the hood.
Exactly. What are the building blocks of an LLM?
Good question. One fundamental concept is tokens.
Tokens.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
You take a sentence and break it down into its individual parts.
Like words and punctuation.
Exactly. Each of those pieces is a token.
So it's like chopping up a sentence into little Lego blocks.
Perfect analogy. LLMs use these tokens to understand language.
But tokens themselves don't have meaning, right?
That's where embeddings come in.
Embeddings.
Basically, it's like giving each word a unique fingerprint.
A fingerprint.
Yeah, a fingerprint that captures its meaning and how it relates to other words.
So like cat and dog would have different fingerprints even though they're both animals.
Exactly. And king might have a fingerprint closer to queen than cat because of their conceptual relationship.
Interesting. So the LLM uses tokens to break things down.
And embeddings to figure out what those tokens mean.
I see.
Then there's attention. This is how LLMs figure out which parts of a sentence are most important.
Like a built-in highlighter.
You got it. They focus on the key parts and ignore the rest.
That makes sense.
It's crucial for things like translation and question answering.
It's like they're reading for understanding, not just scanning words.
Exactly. It's all about context.
Okay, so we've got the basics. Tokens, embeddings, and attention.
Those are the building blocks.
Now let's talk about some of the big players in the LM world.
Rock stars.
Exactly. Like GPT-3 and GPT-4 created by OpenAI.
Those are the ones generating all the buzz.
They can write poems, compose music, even write code.
They're known for generating incredibly human-like text.
It's mind-blowing.
It really is. But remember, they're still tools.
Tools that can be incredibly powerful.
And their output depends on how they're trained and the instructions they're given.
Right, so it's not just about the size of the model.
It's about how it's used.
And there are other LLMs out there making waves in different ways.
Like BERT from Google. Yeah, it's amazing at understanding the nuances of language.
That's probably why Google search is so good at figuring out what we're looking for.
Exactly. You can read between the lines and understand our intent.
That's pretty impressive.
It is. And then there's T5.
T5.
It stands for text-to-text transfer transformer.
Catchy.
Right. It's a super versatile model that can translate, summarize, answer questions, even generate code.
It's like a Swiss Army knife of LLMs.
Totally. And it approaches all these tasks in the same way, converting text into text.
So whether it's translating Spanish or summarizing an article...
It's all text-to-text for T5.
That's wild.
It is. LLMs are capable of some pretty amazing things.
But how do they actually get so smart?
Training an LLM is a massive undertaking.
What's involved?
It takes tons of data and powerful computers.
Basically, you feed the model a huge library of text.
And let it learn the patterns and relationships in that data.
So like an AI language school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It devours all this text and figures out how language works.
But it's not just about dumping data on it, right?
No, there are different techniques involved.
Like what?
One common approach is supervised learning.
Supervised learning.
You give the model a task, like translation,
Okay.
and then feed it pairs of sentences in different languages.
So it learns by example.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It figures out how to map one sentence to another.
And over time, it gets better and better at it.
Right. Like practice makes perfect.
Makes sense.
Another important technique is fine-tuning.
Fine-tuning.
You take a pre-trained LLM.
One that's already learned a lot about language.
Right, and then you train it further on a specific data set.
For a specific task.
Exactly. So you could fine-tune an LLM to be a medical expert or a legal whiz.
So you're specializing it.
Exactly. It's like giving it a PhD in a specific field.
This is all incredibly impressive, but I have to admit, it's a little intimidating too.
I get it. These LLMs are so powerful and they're evolving so fast.
It makes you wonder what the future holds.
That's a great point, and it's something we need to talk about.
For sure, because as LLMs get more sophisticated,
We need to consider the implications.
the potential benefits and the challenges.
Absolutely. It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Right. There are some serious concerns we need to address.
So let's take a deep breath and dive into those next.
Sounds good to me. Back after the break. Welcome back. We're in the middle of our deep dive into LLMs.
And things are about to get even more interesting.
For sure. Last time we talked about the basics, like tokens and embeddings.
Right, the building blocks of these amazing AI models.
But now I'm curious about what LLMs can actually do out there in the real world.
Grokking LLMs dives into all sorts of applications.
Yeah, and it's mind-blowing. They're already changing so many industries.
From healthcare to law to entertainment, it seems like LLMs are popping up everywhere.
Let's start with healthcare, since it's something that affects us all.
Definitely. LLMs have the potential to revolutionize healthcare.
How so?
Well, one area where they're already making waves is in medical diagnosis.
Diagnosis? You mean an AI can help doctors figure out what's wrong with a patient?
Exactly. Imagine an LLM that can analyze a patient's entire medical history, symptoms, lab results, imaging scans, everything.
Whoa, that's a lot of data.
It is, but LLMs are built to handle that kind of complexity.
So the LLM could help doctors make more accurate diagnoses.
That's the idea, and especially for complex or rare conditions where it might be harder for a human doctor to connect all the dots.
It's like having a super smart medical consultant at your fingertips.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not just about diagnosis either.
What else can they do?
LLMs can also personalize treatment plans based on a patient's individual needs.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach,
Exactly. It's about tailoring treatments to each patient's unique situation.
that makes so much sense. And I bet it could lead to better outcomes for patients.
That's the hope, and it doesn't stop there.
Oh, tell me more.
LLMs can also provide patients with more information about their conditions.
So they can be more informed and involved in their own healthcare?
Right. And it can even help with drug discovery by analyzing vast amounts of research data to identify potential new treatments.
Wow, that's incredible. It sounds like LLMs are transforming healthcare from top to bottom.
They really are.
Hmm.
And the potential benefits are huge.
Okay, so healthcare is one area where LLMs are making a splash. What about the legal profession?
Law is another field that's ripe for disruption by LLMs.
I can imagine. Lawyers deal with so much paperwork and complex language.
Exactly. And one of those promising applications of LLMs in law is contract analysis.
So instead of having a team of lawyers spend hours and hours poring over every single line of a contract,
You can have an LLM do it in a fraction of the time.
that would save so much time and money.
It would. LLMs can quickly identify key clauses, highlight potential risks, and even compare different versions of a contract to spot discrepancies.
That's amazing. But can an AI really understand something as complex as legal language?
It's a valid question, and it's important to remember that LLMs are tools.
They can't replace human judgment entirely.
Right. But they can certainly augment human capabilities.
So it's all about finding the right balance between human expertise and AI assistance.
Exactly. And that's true for pretty much every industry where LLMs are being used.
Okay, let's move on to another area where LLMs are having a big impact. Education.
Oh, education's a fascinating one. There's so much potential for LLMs to personalize learning and make education more accessible to everyone.
I've heard a lot about AI tutors. Is that something LLMs can do?
Absolutely. LLMs can power intelligent tutoring systems that adapt to each student's individual learning style and pace.
So instead of everyone being forced to learn at the same speed,
Exactly.
huh,
Students who
yeah,
need more time can get it, and those who are ready to move faster can do so.
that's fantastic. It could really help students who might be struggling in a traditional classroom setting.
Exactly. And it's not just about providing extra support.
What else can they do?
LLMs can also give personalized feedback on assignments, suggest additional resources based on a student's strengths and weaknesses, and even create customized learning paths for each student.
Wow, it's like having a personal tutor available 24/7.
That's the idea. And there's evidence that it actually works.
Really?
Yeah, studies have shown that students who use LLM-powered tutoring systems tend to do better in school and are more motivated to learn.
That's amazing. And it's not just about helping students, right?
Right. LLMs can also be valuable tools for teachers.
How so?
Well, they can help automate time-consuming tasks like grading, which frees up teachers to focus on more meaningful interactions with their students.
That makes a lot of sense. Teachers are already so overworked.
They are. And LLMs can also give teachers data-driven insights into student performance.
So they can see which students are struggling and which ones are excelling.
Exactly. And they can use that information to adjust their teaching strategies.
It's like giving teachers superpowers.
I love that analogy.
Huh.
LLMs can really empower both teachers and students.
Okay, we've covered healthcare, law, and education. What other areas are being transformed by LLMs?
Well, the entertainment industry is another one that's seeing a lot of innovation.
Really? How so?
LLMs are being used to generate scripts for movies and TV shows, create music, and even design video games.
Wait, so we could be watching movies and listening to music that was created by AI.
It's not just a possibility, it's already happening. There are AI-generated songs that have topped the charts, and there are video games that use LLMs to create dynamic and unpredictable storylines.
That's both fascinating and a little bit freaky.
I know, right? It raises all sorts of questions about the nature of creativity and the role of human artists in an AI-powered world.
It's like we're entering a new era where the lines between human and artificial creativity are getting blurrier.
Exactly. And it's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds.
Okay, so we've explored some pretty amazing applications of LLMs, but I know there are also some concerns.
Of course, every new technology comes with potential risks and challenges.
One of the biggest concerns I've heard is about job displacement. If AI can write articles, analyze contracts, and even diagnose diseases, what happens to the people who currently do those jobs?
It's a valid concern, and it's something we need to be thoughtful about as we integrate LLMs into the workforce.
Some experts say that AI won't necessarily replace jobs, but rather transform them.
That's a perspective I tend to agree with. I think it's more likely that LLMs will augment human capabilities rather than completely replace humans.
So instead of replacing doctors, LLMs will help doctors be more efficient and accurate.
Exactly. And instead of replacing lawyers, LLMs will help lawyers analyze contracts more effectively.
It's all about collaboration, not competition.
Exactly. The key is to find ways for humans and AI to work together, leveraging the strengths of each.
That makes a lot of sense. But what about the potential for misuse of this technology?
That's another important concern we need to address.
I mean, LLMs can be used to generate incredibly convincing fake news and deepfakes, right?
They can, and that's a scary thought.
It is. We need to be very careful about how this technology is used.
Absolutely. As with any powerful tool, there's always the potential for misuse.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but also about how we choose to use it.
Right. It's up to us, as a society, to develop safeguards and ethical guidelines to ensure that LLMs are used responsibly.
It's a big responsibility.
It is. The future of LLMs depends on our collective wisdom and careful consideration.
Well, this has been a really thought-provoking discussion.
It has. We've barely scratched the surface of this vast and rapidly evolving field.
There's so much more to learn. And speaking of learning, I'm curious about how people can actually get involved in this exciting field.
That's a great segue to the next part of our discussion, because grokking LLMs doesn't just explain the theory, it also provides practical guidance for getting started with LLMs.
Perfect. When we come back, we'll be talking about how you can start exploring the world of LLMs for yourself, even if you're not a computer science expert.
Stay tuned.
And we're back, ready to wrap up our deep dive into the world of LLMs.
I am. We've covered a lot of ground so far.
We have. From the basics of how LLMs work to their real-world applications and even some of the ethical challenges they present.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. But now I'm curious about how people can actually get involved in this exciting field.
Well, if you're listening and thinking, I want to play with these AI tools myself,
I know I am.
Grokking LLMs actually has a whole section on hands-on projects.
Oh, cool. So you can actually start building stuff.
Exactly. It's great for both beginners and those with some coding experience.
Okay, so what kind of projects are we talking about?
All sorts.
Yeah.
You could start simple, like building a text generator that spits out random sentences,
Sounds fun.
right? Or you could level up and create a chatbot that can have a conversation on a specific topic.
Like a chatbot that knows all about movies.
Exactly. Or one that can give you travel recommendations.
I love it.
There are even projects on sentiment analysis, where you can train an LLM to tell if a piece of text is positive or negative.
Wow, that's powerful stuff. But let's say I'm a complete newbie. Where do I even begin?
First things first, you got to pick a programming language.
Like Python.
Python's a great choice.
Yeah.
Lots of resources for learning it, and it's super popular for working with LLMs.
Okay, Python it is. What's next?
You'll need a framework. It's like a toolbox for building and training LLMs.
Gotcha. Any recommendations?
TensorFlow and PyTorch are the big ones.
Okay, I'll check those out. So Python framework, what else?
Data. LLMs need tons of data to learn.
The more the better.
Exactly. The good news is there are tons of free data sets online.
Really? Like what?
Everything from books and articles to social media posts.
Mm.
You can even make your own data set if you're feeling ambitious.
So I could train an LLM on all the works of Shakespeare.
You could,
Mm.
and see what kind of Shakespearean text it generates.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm getting really excited about this. So I've got my Python skills, my framework, and my mountain of data. What's the secret sauce that brings it all together?
That's where prompt engineering comes in. It's all about how you communicate with the LLM to get the results you want.
So it's like giving the LLM a creative writing assignment.
Exactly. You need to craft clever prompts that guide its output.
So instead of a teacher grading the assignment, it's me, the programmer, tweaking the prompts until I get what I want.
That's a perfect analogy. It's a skill that takes practice, but it's so rewarding when you see your LLM generating cool stuff.
Okay, prompt engineering is key. Any other tips for aspiring LLM builders?
Be patient. Building and training LLMs can take time, so don't get discouraged if you don't see amazing results right away.
Don't give up.
Exactly. Just keep experimenting and learning.
And don't be afraid to ask for help, right?
Absolutely. The LLM community is super helpful. There are forums, online courses, even open source projects you can join.
So it's a collaborative effort.
Definitely. People are really passionate about this technology and they love to help each other out.
I love that. It makes me even more excited to dive in. Any final thoughts before we wrap up this deep dive?
Just remember that LLMs are constantly evolving.
So we're all learning as we go.
Exactly. Embrace the learning process, experiment, make mistakes, and most importantly, have fun.
Sounds like a plan. Big thanks to Grokking LLMs for guiding us on this incredible journey. It's been amazing to explore the world of LLMs and all their possibilities.
It really has. And thanks to everyone listening for joining us on this deep dive.
We hope you learned something new and that you're as excited about the future of LLMs as we are.
And remember, the future of AI is being shaped right now, so stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring.
Until next time, keep diving deep.